in Europe to open a coffee shop. It means a place to drink coffee.
Marino told me that one of the must-see cafes in Venice is the Café del Doge, or Duke's Cafe, boasting a truly international menu of coffee blends. These range from Ethiopian to the Galapagos Islands, and there's even a blend from Australia. The Duke's Cafe also grind their coffee beans on demand, ensuring each cup is as fresh as it can be. This forward-thinking cafe even screens demonstrations of the various coffees made by their skilled baristas. And the owner was keen to show me how a traditional cappuccino was made using a lever espresso machine.
I suoi famosi cappuccini.
And now for the famous barista's cappuccinos. As you can see, the coffee beans are freshly ground to ensure the beautiful aroma. She's an excellent barista because this particular coffee grinder does not have portion control. The coffee is ground, and with her experience, the correct dose of coffee is loaded into the filter. The barista now extracts the coffee. The milk has been heated to a smooth, creamy froth of small, fine bubbles. This machine is not automatic. Therefore, the barista stops the flow when the desired quantity is achieved. And here we have our cappuccino.
Written next to the Del Doge's logo is several enchanting lines by the writer Claudio Magri. Coffee is a platonic academy where no lessons are taught, but where one learns to socialize and to be enchanted. One can chat and gossip, but it is forbidden to preach, lecture, or instruct. One thing that surprises many visitors to Italy is that locals don't add milk to their coffee after 11 a.m. That's something that tourists do, so if you don't want to embarrass yourself, just drink black or espresso coffee from lunchtime onwards. Another thing Italians generally do is add a few teaspoons of sugar to their espresso. This helps enhance the bittersweet flavours. When we return, I'll visit a living legend on Murano Island, the home of Venetian glass. And espresso, the original Italian coffee style. Since glass is such an important part of the coffee drinking ritual, I'm heading over to an island just near Venice, which is famous for producing some of the best glass in the world. Receiving a glass of water with your espresso in Italy is traditional. This is to cleanse your palate before the coffee. And the very finest of these serving glasses are made right here on Murano. So how long have you been doing this job?
So about 10 years.
10 years in Venice.
But I grew up on the boat with my father because my father made this job. And I grew up on the boat. I born in this boat. Murano is a small island like a town. There's about 5,000 inhabitants. And the island is famous for the glass. There's many factories that make a glass. The glass is the first economy of the island.
And tell me something, Italians and coffee are very closely related. Why is it the Italians love coffee so much?
I don't know, I think it's strong, very strong.
Makes you strong?
Yeah.
Like Popeye and his spinach? Giovanni explained that the pace of life on Murano was a little bit more relaxed than in Venice. However, there are still over 100 glass factories in operation. I first discovered Murano as a backpacker in 1998 and fell in love immediately. This is a peaceful place filled with historical treasures and a handful of larger-than-life characters. The largest of them all is my friend Lele, who runs a local cafe when he's not on stage performing or starring in a TV show.
In effect. But did you see that it's a corner building, palais? There are a lot of very interesting palazzi and very rich palazzi. There are a lot of church, a lot of rich people was here during the 13th, 14th, 15th century.
Right. Lele took me to visit the largest factory on the island, which boasts a workforce of 100. In Italy, you'll find glass and porcelain cups side by side in most cafes. Porcelain is generally used for espresso and cappuccino, with glass reserved for chocolate-based drinks.
The factory is new, but it's old-style factory, because one time the factory of Murano made everything. Glass, chandeliers, statues, everything. This is old-style factory, because in this factory they made everything. That is what you can see now when we go to see the fire, the workers, la magia, the magic. For me, I love this kind of work. There they make chandeliers, do you see?
Chandeliers over there.
Blowing chandeliers.
Yes.
Here they made statues, animals, things like that. They say we make a good thing here because there is a competition.
Lele explained that the glassmakers on the island took their operations very seriously, and strict penalties protected the glass recipes and blowing techniques from outsiders. These techniques are still in use today, and the skill of the craftsman has changed little over many centuries. The finished pieces are exquisite, and the glass comes in every color imaginable. It's easy to understand why this is considered the world's finest.
Okay, come on, come on, come on. Dear Paul, that's my restaurant. That's my, not my house, but my living, my best living, yes.
This is beautiful.
Come on, come on.
Okay.
So, I think that is the right hour to drink something.
Okay.
So, now the Venetian don't drink coffee, 12.
Okay.
Just spritz.
Okay.
You know what is spritz?
I know what is spritz.
Wonderful aperitif of Venetian people. It's wine, a little water, seltz, and bitter Campari. Cheers.
Lele's cafe is located inside the oldest building on Murano and sits behind a giant Christmas tree made of glass. Here you can enjoy a local coffee concoction or feast on a selection of Venetian delicacies.
Inside is masso, clams, bombola, oil, garlic. We put inside a little basil.
Smells divine.
Little water, then we put that inside. I have 5 chefs inside of my cookie, but now it's late. And I say, I do for you spaghetti.
You're going to eat with us?
No.
No?
I already eat. Et voilà. Eccoli qua. Aida, let's go away.
Let's go. What a delicious and huge meal. Then it was off to Lele's for a well-earned espresso.
Voila, you see?
Yes.
Now we take more than the two coffee. Here is the vento, the wine.
The vent.
To divide.
Lele explained that good coffee machines keep their coffee beans safely away from the light, heat and air, and use a good quality grinder. Setting the grind is critical for making great espresso. Too fine and the taste will be burnt. Too coarse and the flavour will be weak. A good espresso coffee should have a thick golden crema that will support a teaspoon of sugar for a few moments.
Stop.
A quality machine will deliver the coffee to the cup at the optimum temperature of 84 degrees.
And now you must have a magic finger. Tamorti, very simple.
An espresso coffee should be consumed immediately after brewing. It was great to see Lele again. And of course, he hadn't changed a bit. Before I left Murano, Lele recommended I visit the nearby church of St. Peter the Martyr, which has a stunning interior and hundreds of rare religious icons. The church played a vital role in the development of Italian coffee. Pope Clemente VII, after receiving a cup, declared, "This beverage is so delicious that it would be a sin to let only misbelievers drink it. Let's defeat Satan by blessing this beverage, which contains nothing objectionable to a Christian." It's almost impossible to imagine an Italy without coffee and its rich espresso culture. The success of those first Venetian traders helped develop such a wonderful cultural phenomenon, and coffee is so much a part of that rich tapestry. Thankfully for us, the Italians went on to spend hundreds of years brewing, drinking, and perfecting coffee. And nowhere is their passion more obvious than right here in Venice. Hope you've enjoyed the show, and join me next time on my search for great coffee in the finest cafes in the world. Right here to sorry, she was walking into shot. It's okay, please. Good catch. Merchants from the Middle East now. First of all, I want to talk about this uniform. This looks like you're the captain of a ship.
Like a low boat.
Yeah. Like the low. It's very hard to take someone like that seriously because of the wig they wear.
Good work. Okay, and now we go. I have to go to work.
Oh, you're going to work?
Yeah, can I leave?
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
Grazie. Thank you very much.
Stay tranquil in my house. There is no problem. Perfetto?